Hi guys, welcome to the second video of this series. So we're going to just dive into it. How to win with meta ads. So these are the four things that you actually need to understand very well so that meta ads can work for you in 2025. Number one is the ads creatives. Number two is you need to understand campaign structure. I need to also understand targeting, budgeting, and also what testing is. So let's start with ad creatives. So what make a ad creative? So you need to understand that 80% of your ad sources will come from your creative, and does not change. This has been the order of the day for those that have been using meta ads. You know that your sources comes from your ad creative. Once your ad creative is very good, then you are sure that the ad is going to actually do well for you. So what are ad creative? Ad creative are your visuals, your copy, and your call to action. These are the key component of your ad creatives. So what makes a great ad creative? Number one is for your visual, first impressions matter. First impression matter in the sense that the first few seconds of your ad creative, particularly video creative, should you know should actually assert a bold statement. You should assert a bold statement. Like now, I want to use a video for an advert. You can say your first few statement can be, "Here is how I made 20 million naira in 2024 running ads for affiliate marketers." That is going to actually get people to pay attention to you. So you have to grab people attention with your first statement. So first impression matters. Number two is relevance. Now your creative, your video creative, particularly now that you're using for your advert, must be relevant. Must be relevant to your audience. Like now, what I say how I made 20 million running advert for people for running advert for affiliate marketers in 2025. Now, whatsoever I'm going to say next in my video must make sense to the people I'm trying to target. Must make sense. Now, let's say I'm targeting affiliate marketers and I want them to run ad with me. I can say, okay, this is a result of an affiliate marketer that I help to win 200 sales challenge. Then I now begin to say how we go about it and how they also can also what they can they can actually benefit from it. So relevance is very important. Then authenticity. Authenticity in the sense that let your video let it be real. You don't have to do over editing. Trust me. Just a simple edit for your video is okay. And again, for as much as possible, always use yourself. Always use a video creative that shows your face, or if it's an image creative, let your picture be shown so that people can see you. So that people can familiarize themselves with you from the advert. So from the advert, you know they come to your funnel, they still see you, they come to your group, they still see you. So that make them know that okay, this person is real, let us work with this person. So that is that with the visual. Then the second part of the art creative is copy. Now I wrote here, I said let your copy be clear and concise, value driven messaging, storytelling. So number one, clear and concise, it says that let it be it should not be ambiguous. It should not be something that they find difficult to understand. Use simple English. I've seen some people, you want to show a skilled copywriter, you want to show that okay, you are good at English. Your copy is not an avenue to show that you go to school. No. In fact, you can even use pidgin. I remember in 2024, when we started 2024, the slogan for 2024 is that no grief for anybody. That was a slogan that many people were using for advert, and people were actually relating with the advert. So you can use pidgin if you know okay your target audience, this is what they can relate with. Use it. It doesn't have to be Queen's English. Use pidgin. It works. Then value driven message. It says that your copy can actually even give value. Like for me, when I run ad for my affiliate marketers, in the copy, I explain in a bit what affiliate marketing is all about, what they are coming to come and learn. Affiliate marketing is step one, register for an affiliate marketing platform. Step two, find a hot product. Step three, start promoting. So I explain in a bit what affiliate marketing is. So with that, they have knowledge of what they are coming to come and learn further. You get. Then this last one, storytelling. This is actually it's a gold mine. If you know how to write story, if you know how to tell story with your copy, then trust me, your heart you are going to win with your heart. Why? Because people love story. People love to, read stories. And that's what I do. I have a storyteller that help me whenever I want to post testimonial on my Twitter page before it was brought down. I use storytelling to post my reviews, my customer reviews, and with that, a lot of people get to, relate with me more. So the last one is call to action. Now let your call to action be action oriented language, urgency and exclusivity and visibility. Now you can see that all these ones they are big language, they are big grammar. Don't use this kind of grammar in your copy. You get. Action oriented is that let it, just like the name implies, call to action. Let it trigger people to, take action. The words you will use, click the lemon button now, join the class now, give them a clear, instruction, like a commandment. And urgency in the sense that this class is only for this class is only for 50. There's only 50 slots, right? And visibility in the sense that ensure your call to action is seen. In fact, you can use your call to action in your headline and also in your copy. Your call to action can be in your copy, can be your headline, and also in that call to action button also, so that they are going to know, going to have a clear understanding of what to do next. So that is what make a great art creative. And where can you find example of great art creative? Go to TikTok. Yes, that's what I do with TikTok. Go to TikTok and look at videos that goes viral. Look at what actually make those videos go viral. Then replicate it. Once you can replicate it, then it's going to work on, if it go viral on TikTok, it's going to go viral on Facebook, because it's a similar algorithm. When it comes to virality of content, it's a similar algorithm. So TikTok is a good place, it's a good creative bank where you can find a great art creative. I hope you understand that. So for the campaign structure, the one that is working best for me now is, your campaign. You have one campaign, one asset, and different creative under one asset. You can have more than 3 creatives, so that the one that is doing well, Facebook is going to pour more of your funds to it. So let's assume that you are using 10,000 naira as a daily budget, and you have 3 creatives in your ad. The one that is doing well, that is the one that Facebook will be pouring the money on the most. So with that, the one that is doing well, and that also help you not wasting a lot of money. You get. So and that's the aspect of testing. So how do you test? That means that you have a lot of creative that you are testing, but use them in one campaign, so that you don't have to be spending a lot of money in creating different campaigns. You get. So use them in one campaign and you are good to go. So for the targeting, I'm going to talk about that much more in the next video. For targeting, I use broad targeting and I use custom targeting. Now, broad targeting is that you don't use any detailed targeting, you don't use interest option, you just choose your age, you choose your location, then you allow Facebook to determine the rest. That's broad targeting. Don't waste your energy by looking for interest. We are not in that era again. It is AI that is doing most of this. So just broad targeting, choose your gender, choose the age range that you want, choose the location, then leave the detailed targeting option blank. Let Facebook fill in the gap. You get that? See you in the next video.